So today my Sydney Grace purchases were delivered. I got some single shadows as well as their new Sweet Indulgence palette. I didn't get the Coffee Talk palette. Sweet Indulgence and Coffee Talk are the two new 9 shade palettes that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches of the Sweet Indulgence, and then I will also do some swatches of my single shadows, and then I will probably do a look with the Sweet Indulgence. That's just so that you can see how it looks on my skin tone. So let's go ahead and get started. So here is a Sweet Indulgence palette, and here's the back of it. On the back, it has the Sydney Grace name and location, and also the ingredients of the eyeshadows. It says that it is good for 18 months, but you know, with powders and things like that, you don't necessarily have to pay attention. When you open the palette, you have the mirror right here, and then you have the 9 shades. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch a couple of them. The first row is Sugar Bear, Lolly, and Sweet Tooth. So let me do those. So here we go. This is Sugar Bear and Lolly. They are really, really similar. And then here is Sweet Tooth. And this palette has 9 shades, as I mentioned before, and it is made up of 5 mattes and 4 shimmers. Okay, so there we have Gumdrop, and then Taffy, and then Bubblegum. Now the last row has Jelly Bean, Sweet Cakes, and Sherbet. And there are the last one, Jelly Bean, Sweet Cake, Sherbet. So those are the shadows. Hopefully you can see them. And I will do a look with them in a moment, but they're all really pretty, very much kind of like summer dessert is what I feel like I'm getting from that. So let me go ahead and put this down for a moment, and then I will be back to swatch the single shadows that I bought. Here is a medium-sized magnetic empty palette from Sydney Grace, and this is what I use to put my new single shadows in. I ended up purchasing 12. So once you open it, here is the mirror, and then these are the 12 shades that I purchased. So for this medium palette, you can see that you can fit 12 shades in here very nicely. What I think I'm going to do is at some point put some shades in the smaller one. This is the smaller empty palette, and then focus on using those shades for the week. So let me go ahead and swatch these. The first one here is Keep It Fun. Very pretty. The next one is Megalodon. That is this shade. Yeah, this shade here. And here is the swatch. The next one in the row that I picked up is Siren Call. That is this one here. There is the swatch. And this blue one here is Boy Crazy. There is that. So really pretty colors. I do have some shimmers here, but then also some mattes, and all of them are smooth, easy to blend out. Okay, second row, the first shade that I picked up is called Rover. that one is. Got a bit of previous shade on there. That is a really pretty color. The next one is Mythical. It's that second shade here. Oh, I should probably show it to you. There is Mythical. The next shade is named Pandora. So here it is in my little made-up palette, Pandora, and here it is on my skin tone. And the last one in this row that I put in is called It's a Boy. So here is the shade here in the palette that I created, and then here it is on my skin tone. All right, so let's do that last row. We have Antique Coin. I remember picking this one up because I felt like it looked like a penny, which, you know, the name really suits it, Antique Coin. The next one right next to it is Golden Peach. So pretty. This shade here is called Harvest. And the last shade, I actually surprised myself with it, is called Lemonade. It's not typically a shade that I would gravitate towards. I was like, all right, look at me stepping out my box. So there, that one is Lemonade. So those are the shades that I chose and have put into a palette. Some of my other Sydney Grace, I guess actually most of my other Sydney Grace shades are all kind of neutral, rosy tones. So I really wanted to pick up some color this time around, and I think I did pretty well. I used some like blue greens, some purples, the bright yellow. So I am really happy about the colors that I chose. So I'm going to put that down for a moment and go into the Sweet Indulgence palette, and maybe I will do 2 looks, maybe one on this side, one on the next, and see how that goes, just so that you can see a variety of the shades on my skin tone. And yeah, just gonna jump right in, and I will see you when I'm done. every shade in the palette, which I didn't realize I was going to do, but once I was already in there, I was already in there. So I really do like all of the shades in the palette. The mattes are super blendable. They're also like buildable, so you'll get some pigment as you put it on your eye, but you can also build it up if you want more color. And I really like the shimmers. They're all really pretty and they go on really well. I did use my finger to apply them because I thought that was just gonna be easier. The two that had a bit of fallout are Gumdrop and Jelly Bean. But mainly it was fallout in the pan, not necessarily on my eye. So I didn't notice having to clean up my under eye or anything like that. And especially when I took off the first two looks, there wasn't like shadow down here or anything. So that was really good. So yeah, I think it's a really cute palette. I think you can do some really cute, like simple looks. I think for most of the looks, I use like 2 shades. Yeah, so for the first one, I think I did Sugar Bear and Bubblegum. And then I did Lolly and Gumdrop. And then I did Jelly Bean and Sweet Tooth. And then the last look I did Taffy, Sweet Cakes, and Sherbet. So yeah, I like it. I love that I have 2 colors on my eyes right now. But I really just wanted to show you how the palette looks on my deeper skin tone. So let me know if you got anything from the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. If you did, I hope you really, really like all the stuff you got. And let me know if you plan on getting more from them. I like the brand. I think their shadows are pretty solid, really good, really pretty. And it's an indie brand, which is also good. And I think it's woman owned. Hopefully this was helpful, and I will see you next time.